You are?
Just gonna stay there.
Cool. Talk me through how things are going.
That's not too bad.
Me looking at you just walking around looks more comfortable.
It's more comfortable.
Huh?
Well, I am taking ibuprofen.
It is or isn't more comfortable?
It is, yeah. All the guys looking like I walk, get like back pumps, aches.
Say again?
Like back pumps. I'm walking for a long period. I went to the doctor yesterday just to get some painkillers and whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you've got lots in your back. I said, fuck off. It's not why I'm here.
So you went there for some pain relief?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, no problem with that. Have you had some pain relief?
Yes.
What are you giving you?
She's giving me loads. She's giving me fucking loads. Like, she's giving me codeine. She's giving me ibuprofen and paracetamol.
Codeine, paracetamol. And are you taking that as prescribed?
Well, no, I just take it as and when. I took 2 last night because I wanted to try codeine. So I had it before.
How did that feel?
Awesome.
How's sleep as well?
Just staring at the pavement for ages, just spaced out.
Okay, cool. So I want to check in on your ability to move. Just stand facing me.
I've done all my things this morning.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Good man. Yeah, pop your shoes off. First I want to see what your ability to lift your right leg nice and high is. Good. The other side. The pain was shifting to the right. How's that trend gone?
It's sort of the same. I get like more of a pump on my right side. I'm walking.
But there's been no change in sensations of the feet or anything like that. And the general trend is that it's improving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you put your feet together, what you like bending forward. Legs stay straight.
Oh, hamstrings.
That's fine, and then come back up for me. I just want you to do 4 or 5 of those. You look a lot more comfortable through that. Keep going for me. 10 reps. Fantastic, okay, and bend backwards, stay there, as far back as you're able to. Cool. Hand down the back of your thigh, down there. Get your legs straight for me. So we've got that rotation and a little bit of overpressure, how's that? Okay, other side. Rotate, try and reach down the back of this knee here. Bit of overpressure, how's that? Good stuff. Show me the extent to which, okay, the heels can come off the floor. What do you like bending down to the bottom of the squat? Beautiful, and stand up. I just want to see 4 or 5 of them from a different angle. Just as comfortable as you can go, no particular requirements other than that. That's looking much better.
It's better.
Yeah. Pop seat down here, let's have a look at our slump test, which is our, that's been our test for symptoms, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So coming forward as far as you're able to, chest is now virtually onto thighs. Okay, anything in that position?
Just a tiny bit.
Okay, lift the head, change anything?
It's more an ache now than a pain.
Okay, stay there. How's that?
Yeah, we can feel it, but it's not pain, it's more an ache now.
So we're getting a change in the symptoms. How's that?
Feels fine.
Lift the head. And there you go. Great, keep holding onto the bench for me whilst, and I want you to try and stay low whilst I bring both legs. How's that?
It's fine, it's just more an ache than the pain now.
Just lift the head in that position. And down. Any change in the symptoms with any of the particular ways I'm biasing that?
Yeah, when my head goes up, the ache goes away.
So it's when the head goes up,
Mm-hmm.
so attention for the bug seems to be the most effective. Okay, cool. How did you feel after we did manipulation, etc. last session?
It was right, yeah. Felt a bit looser.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy for more manipulation?
Hmm?
I think that's going to be a really good idea. I'm really happy where your functional movement is there. with our provocative test here. Straight leg raise test hasn't been a factor too much of the time. Head seems to be some tension in the nervous system from above seems to be more provocative now than from below. But you're able to slump all the way to your thighs there. Have you taken painkillers this morning?
That's it. One I got up, that was ages ago. About 4 hours ago.
Okay. And you've done your series of exercises.
Yeah, I did in the form gym.
So you've done your hanging,
The hanging,
some flossing,
flossing, and then this one, slump.
slump,
But the knee,
stretch,
and then I did the
hurdler,
bowel,
hurdler.
and head and toe.
So the flossing in the hurdler position. Okay, jump up to me. I just want to give it a bit more space. That side. Okay. If I could have you onto your side, facing this way. Head whichever way.
Longer bit.
Hang on to your back. There, good sir. Bottom leg straight.
Ready?
Hey?
So clip, you ready?
Top leg's going to bend there. All that way for flat. Just come with me. Just shuffle a little bit towards here. Good. How was your weekend?
So,
Any trouble?
no, there's none, but looking back, I saw Saturday.
Well, after standing up.
Yeah.
Just nice and relaxed. I'm just going to do a little bit of rolling in this position. Okay, take a breath in and breathe out. Good. Keep breathing. Now, flip on to the other side. Head this end for me this time, so I can stay this side. Come this up. Now, hold your elbows there for me. That bottom leg straight. Good stuff. And just keep a good, nice grip of my arm there, but let everything else go relax. So I'm just going to do some gentle moves, just rolling you into a bit of rotation here. I want you to just go deep breaths so I can just feel your breathing rhythm. Nice. Good. Pop face down, man. Come on, this end face down. Good. Just deep breathing there for a second. Let's just let that tension in the back start to melt, just with some deep breathing. And while you're there, just show me this increased awareness of tilting the pelvis forward and back, or anterior, posterior. Just want 60 seconds. Just deep breathing, so you're breathing that belly into the bench, but also gently moving your pelvis anterior, posterior. I want to be able to feel the tension in this back position here melting. GP, was it GP that you saw? They said you had knots in your back.
Yeah, low back.
Your question to them would be, what is a knot? Define it for me. Does a knot exist? a debate around that. There is definitely some things that seem to characterise a knot or a trigger point, but it's difficult to really pin it down. But we can hold tension, and we can have tension that really does give us some muscular aches and pains. That the things you've been doing, so your gentle 4-point position and breathing is all about trying to down-regulate the tension in the muscles. So, okay, just relax. Pop your arms by your side for a minute, so I can just use your arms. Breathing cycle for me, mate. Breathing out. Forward, forward. You working today?
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding sitting in that truck now?
I'm not only crying all week.
You find that you're able to tolerate that sitting in there though? Because you weren't able to, were you?
No, it was like,
Say again?
it was like after a while.
So that's your cue to get up and do a little bit of movement. Change the position. Does that feel if I press on them SO joints there?
That's fine.
Okay, back to the pelvic tilt. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and deep breathing. Just mobilise and open up the rib cage there. Your low back, your lumbar joints. Just for you to continue nice deep breathing. You've got 60 seconds to breathe. Work through that while I stretch the mat. Daddy? Daddy's in with me. Nearly done. Beautiful. And then come back up to sit in. the seated position for me. Okay, forward slump. So we're going to go into the slump position again. So have a little look, head being our gauger for tension. Eased a little. Come on. Okay, for your progression on your mobility today, just jump up and move this out of the way so we can get this into some space. I want you to go onto all fours for me on the mat. So we just bring the mat away from the walls so we need a little bit of space. Bring that here. Good man. All fours, just show me a little bit of your pelvic tilt work in that position there. Beautiful. Okay, now what I want you to do is, I want you to take your knees as wide apart as you can and get the inside of the ankles on the floor. So you're going to try and keep this 90-degree position in the knees. Okay, and I want you to try and take your knees as wide apart as they will go. Okay, so this will slide. Can you keep this foot out to this position here? Which is going to put a little bit more challenge on your internal rotation. How do you feel in that position there?
That's fine.
Beautiful, right? So your challenge, without these ankles coming up now, is going to be rocking into this squat position here until you can't go any further. And then you're going to just come out to tension, right? You're going to come into tension, posterior tilt, come out to tension, anterior tilt. Okay? 90 seconds, continuing deep breathing, because that's going to help down-regulate muscular tension in this position. Try and keep these heels out here, and you're going to just try and soften the muscles through the breathing whilst you challenge your hips into this deep position, and also your low back into this flex position here. Okay, you've got another 30 seconds of this, then you're going to try and take your elbows down to the floor. But don't go just yet, I want you to get a little bit of time. Ten seconds there. Okay, elbows down to the floor. Should give you a little bit deeper challenge into the pelvis. Same task, you'll walk yourself deep, so we're looking to get into this flexion and then just rock down. Okay, we've got 60 seconds in this position here. Just nice and relaxed here, even though we're getting that pelvic tilt. Roll it backwards, roll it forwards. Backwards, forwards. Okay, 60 seconds, keep going. One last thing for you to do. Ten seconds. And gently come back to legs together. Okay, so that's starting to take your relaxed movement work back into a deeper low back flexion, which has got to be where we're looking to return to. How do you feel coming out of that?
Yeah.
Jump up for me. Now I just want you to show me legs are going to go where you're comfortable again. I want you to just keep legs straight and you're just going to go into this flex position. And then we're going to come back up. Okay, I just want to see 5 reps. Just turn to face the blackboard for me.
Dave? Sorry. The phone.
Thank you.
I got a bit glue on it, I'm sorry.
No one either.
Only on the back of it. So now, sorry.
Nearly done.
You're going, yeah? You're not done.
Yeah, I gotta go to Tesco.
What now?
Yeah, and then I'm going to coid. I'm coid this one.
What there, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. It's up to you. I love you.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
You're gluing it, bastard.
Only a tiny bit. It'll come on.
It's a new phone.
Okay, Dave, you want to hold this for me? I just want to see what your capacity is with a little bit of resistance. To just expose you to just a little bit. You don't have to go maximum range.
Mm-hmm.
Gently come back up. Okay?
Arch back here.
Up, rounded back. Okay? Back up. 10 reps. No quicker than that. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay? So, last one. And for this one here now, I want you to see exactly what you're going into. It's going to be in one hand. I want to see reps going down as far as you're comfortable to go, and then coming back. So strict in the legs, but all coming from the torso. Tell me, give me some feedback how that feels.
It's up to you guys.
Don't just go as far as you're comfortable to go.
Some things, right? It's up.
That's fine. Just show me 10 reps. Don't worry about over lateral bending this way, just come back to neutral. Once you've done your 10 there, let's try and see what it's like on the other side. More comfortable that side?
Come up, is there?
Okay, I'm happy with that. For this final one, I want to see if you're able to. Okay, this is a relatively heavy weight, but I think it's going to be okay for you. If it's not, we can go down a weight. You're going to be going down into this position.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be rotating. You're going to be coming up, trying to keep the arms straight, all the way over to the other side. Down gently till the other side, side then back to the front. So it's almost like a full rotation of the lower back. Okay? Ceiling is there, just bend the arms. Okay, we're doing nice and slow. Just going to a couple of reps in each direction. From there, we're going to rotate. Then from there, we're going to be laterally bending to come up. Bring it overhead, just bend enough to be able to pass through. And then straighten as you come back. So it's a lateral bend. Lateral bend down to rotation, as far as you're comfortable to. Passing back through. Start position. Change direction. Bend as you need to get overhead. Lateral bend and rotation taken down to the side. That's one each way. I want 3 total each way. Okay, then you're done. That's a control. Really good. what I want to do with you next session
Mm-hmm.
is looking at a few things.
Backflips.
No, I want to look at a few things that I would want to start putting in your program
Mm-hmm.
as conditioning for what caused this in the first place, that loaded in this position.
Yeah.
Have you heard of, where you pick up a barbell from the floor to squat
Mm-hmm.
by getting in
Oh yeah. Yeah. So.
here?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen those?
Mm.
Have you ever done them?
No.
That's something that old strongmen used to do to get the barbell up. When there's no such thing as racks.
No.
In the process of that, they conditioned the lateral bending for the exact thing where your body wasn't conditioned for.
No.
So I'd like to use the next session to have a little look at those and talk about how you might do those as part of your
Look pretty cool.
ongoing training.
Some guys do like 220 kilos. So fuck.
Yeah, well, the world record is fucking
Mm.
heavy. But what I'd like to be able to support you with is to start really light
Mm-hmm.
and just build up over the next year, so that maybe in a year's time you're doing that heavy.
Yeah. No, it'd be good to do that.
And that is going to be a really nice example of learning from this to prepare ourselves for
Prevention.
that in the future by exposure to that position. Okay, so loaded rotations. You could do those, for example. You could do that as part of there's a little conditioning rehab set at the moment
Mm-hmm.
by just chucking in a set of 5 each direction like we did there.
Mm-hmm.
You could also put that into a session itself where you could do like 5 sets of 5 as a more of a strength conditioning,
Yeah.
and that could obviously get heavy. You could do that with sandbags, you could do anything. But what I'm looking at there was the exposure to flexion rotation, lateral flexion. You could even do that by working on getting over behind you, which starts then also conditioning for this stuff where you're in extension.
Mm-hmm.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's good.
In return for the programme, I filmed that session, happy for you to use that to showcase what we've just done. I don't show many people the manual stuff that I do, so it would be nice for people to see a little bit of that. Good stuff.